Have you ever felt a sharp electric zap shoot down your leg just from a simple sneeze or a sudden cough? Does it feel like your body is betraying you when you do something as natural as clearing your throat? You might think it is just a sign of getting older or perhaps a bit of back strain from working in the garden. But what if I told you that your cough is actually a messenger trying to warn you about a hidden issue in your spine? Today, we are going to talk about something many seniors face, but few understand fully until the pain becomes a constant companion. It is not just about a sore back, it is about your mobility, your freedom, and your independence. We are uncovering the 5 signs of a disc herniation that are specifically triggered by coughing, and more importantly, how you can start protecting your spine today. Stick with me because by the end of this video, you will know exactly what to look for and how to keep those legs moving strong for years to come. It might not just be the inevitable passage of time or normal wear and tear. There could be a specific structural change in your back that is being aggravated by the way you breathe, move, and even cough. Most people think a cough is just for the lungs, but for a senior, a cough is a full-body event that puts immense pressure on your spinal discs. In this video, we will reveal the 5 warning signs that indicate your cough is actually pushing a disc against your nerves. We are going to dive into why this happens and show you the smarter strategies you can use to regain your strength and stop the pain before it stops you. Before we jump in, if you care about staying healthy and independent, consider subscribing to our channel and turning on notifications. We share the kind of senior health tips doctors often overlook. And let me ask, are you watching from the US, the UK, Canada, or somewhere else? Drop a comment below with where you are from. I am always curious how far our senior health community reaches. The first sign we need to talk about is the sudden electric shock sensation that radiates down your leg the moment you cough. Imagine you are sitting in your favorite chair, you feel a little tickle in your throat, and you let out a cough. Suddenly, it feels like a bolt of lightning has traveled from your lower back, through your hip, and all the way down to your calf. This is not just a muscle twitch. In the world of medicine, we often look at the spine as a series of shock absorbers. These are your spinal discs. They are like little jelly donuts with a tough outer layer and a soft, squishy center. As we get older, that outer layer can get a bit brittle. When you cough, you are performing what is known as the Valsalva maneuver. This creates a massive spike in internal pressure. If one of those jelly donuts has a small tear, that pressure pushes the soft center outward. If it hits a nerve, you get that electric shock. It is a sign that the disc is physically making contact with the nerve root. A study published in the Journal of Back and Musculoskeletal Rehabilitation found that this specific type of radicular pain is one of the most reliable indicators of a disc protrusion in older adults. If you have felt this, you are not alone. It can be terrifying, but knowing this is the first step toward fixing it. You can start by practicing a braced cough. Instead of letting your body slouch, try to keep your spine neutral and gently engage your stomach muscles before you cough. This acts like a natural corset, protecting those discs from that sudden pressure spike. Moving on to the second sign, which is even more subtle, but very telling, and that is a sudden, temporary weakness in your foot or knee immediately following a cough. Have you ever coughed while standing up and felt like your knee was about to buckle for just a split second? Or perhaps you noticed that your foot felt heavy, as if you could not quite lift your toes off the carpet properly. This is often called foot drop, and when it happens right after a cough, it is a major red flag. Think of your nerves like electrical wires sending signals from your brain to your muscles. When a herniated disc is pushed by the pressure of a cough, it acts like a foot stepping on a garden hose. The flow of information is cut off. For that moment, your muscles do not get the signal to stay strong, and you feel that weakness. It is as if the power in your legs is being dimmed by a faulty switch. This can make walking feel like a chore and can even lead to dangerous falls. But do not be discouraged. Your body has an amazing ability to adapt if you give it the right environment. One simple way to support this is to focus on gentle nerve gliding exercises. These are slow, rhythmic movements that help the nerve slide more easily through the spinal canal, reducing the chance of it getting pinched. Remember, growing older does not mean giving up. It means using smarter strategies to keep those signals flowing clearly. Now, if you thought those were concerning, the third sign is one that many people ignore because it feels so strange. It is a persistent numbness or a feeling of pins and needles in what doctors call the saddle area. This includes your inner thighs, the back of your legs, or even your groin. If you notice that after a heavy bout of coughing, these areas feel like they have fallen asleep, your spine is trying to tell you something very important. This is not just poor circulation from sitting too long. It is often a sign that the very bottom of your spinal cord, where a bundle of nerves called the Cauda equina sits, is being compressed. This area is responsible for so much of our lower body function and even our bathroom habits. Science tells us that as we age, the space in our spinal canal can narrow, a condition called stenosis. When you add a herniated disc and the pressure of a cough to that narrowed space, it creates a traffic jam for your nerves. It is like trying to squeeze a large car through a narrow alleyway. If you feel this, it is your body's way of shouting for help. I once knew a gentleman named Arthur who thought his numb thighs were just part of being 70, but once he learned to manage his spinal pressure and worked on his core stability, he regained that sensation and felt years younger. Knowledge truly is power. If you are finding these tips useful so far, please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps spread the word to other seniors who might benefit. And if you have not yet, do subscribe for more little-known health insights. We are just getting started on this list. The fourth sign we need to watch out for is pain that travels or changes location when you change your posture after coughing. This is often described as a shifting ache. You might cough and feel a sharp pain in your lower back, but then over the next few minutes, that pain seems to migrate down into your buttock or your hip. It is a wandering pain that never seems to stay in one place. This happens because the material inside your spinal disc is not solid. It is more like a thick paste. When you cough, you are essentially squeezing that paste around. As it moves, it irritates different parts of the nerve. Imagine a small pebble inside your shoe. It might hurt your heel at first, but as you walk, it moves to your arch or your toes, causing a different kind of discomfort. In your spine, this shifting pain is a clear indicator that the disc material is mobile and reacting to internal pressure. Research from the Mayo Clinic suggests that tracking the path of this pain can actually help specialists pinpoint exactly which disc is the culprit. To help manage this, try to avoid long periods of sitting, especially in soft, deep sofas that cause your lower back to round. This rounding puts the discs in a vulnerable position. Instead, choose a chair with good lumbar support. Even placing a small rolled-up towel behind the small of your back can make a world of difference in keeping that disc material where it belongs. Finally, we come to the fifth sign, and this one is a behavioral change you might not even realize you are doing. It is the protective lean or the anticipatory flinch. Have you noticed that when you feel a cough coming on, you instinctively lean to one side or place your hands on your knees to brace yourself? Or perhaps you find yourself tilting your torso away from the side where your leg usually hurts. This is your brain's way of trying to create more space for the nerves. It is a brilliant survival mechanism, but it is also a sign that your spine is in a state of high alert. When you lean, you are opening up the joints on one side of your spine to take the pressure off the herniated disc. While it provides short-term relief, it can lead to muscle imbalances and more pain in the long run. It is like driving a car with an alignment issue. You can still get where you are going, but the tires are going to wear out much faster. If you find yourself doing the protective lean, it is a sign that your body is living in fear of that next cough. But remember, it is not too late to make a change. You can retrain your body to feel safe again. Focus on deep, diaphragmatic breathing. Instead of breathing high in your chest, which tenses your back, breathe deep into your belly. This helps stabilize the spine from the inside out and can reduce the intensity of the pressure when you do have to cough. It might feel a bit unsettling to learn all this, but please remember that knowledge is your greatest tool. Now that you know these signs, you can take action. You do not need to overhaul your entire life overnight. Even small changes like bracing during a cough, using a lumbar roll, and staying hydrated can spare your joints and discs a lot of trouble. Our discs are mostly water, and as we age, we tend to lose that hydration. By simply drinking more water throughout the day, you are literally giving your spinal shock absorbers the fluid they need to stay plump and resilient. Imagine walking up your porch steps with ease again, or playing with your grandkids without that fear of a sudden zap in your back. That is the future we are working toward, and it is entirely possible. Your body is always trying to heal and strengthen itself. All we have to do is give it the right care and the right strategies. So to recap our journey today, watch out for that electric shock sensation, keep an eye on any sudden leg weakness or buckling, pay attention to numbness in the saddle area, track if your pain travels or shifts after a cough, and notice if you are leaning to one side to protect yourself. These 5 signs are your body's way of asking for a little extra support. Avoid the habit of slouching during a cough and instead embrace a neutral, supported posture. Limit the heavy lifting that strains the back and instead focus on gentle movements that keep your spine supple. It is all about giving your body what it needs and avoiding those sneaky habits that cause harm. I know that getting older can feel like a series of challenges. The aches, the stiffness, and the fear of losing your mobility can be heavy weights to carry. But I want you to hear me when I say that you are not alone in this. Every small step you take, every better choice you make for your spine is a victory. You are taking charge of your health and your future freedom. Growing older is inevitable, but growing weaker does not have to be. You have the wisdom of your years and the strength of your will to keep moving forward. One day at a time, one breath at a time, you are building a stronger version of yourself. Your independence is a treasure, and it is carried by your legs and supported by your spine. It is worth fighting for. Now I would love to hear from you. Which of these 5 signs surprised you the most? Have you ever felt that lightning bolt sensation when you coughed and wondered what it was? Share your story or any questions you have in the comments below. I read every single one, and our community grows stronger when we share our experiences and learn from each other. If this video helped you or opened your eyes to why your back might be acting up, please hit the like button. It helps other seniors find this information so they can stay healthy and mobile too. And if you have not already, please subscribe and turn on those notifications. We have so much more science-backed advice to share with you to help you thrive in your golden years. If you are still with me and determined to stay strong and independent, type a 1 in the comments to show your commitment. Your voice matters here, and your journey inspires us all. Keep taking those small steps for your health. They add up to giant strides in your freedom. Stay strong, stay healthy, and remember that your best years are still ahead of you if you move with purpose and care. Would you like me to create a follow-up video showing the specific exercises to help heal a herniated disc at home? Let me know in the comments.